All right. So I just got off work and I got a few minutes before I have to head out for my flight. I'm going to be heading out to Washington, which I'm very excited for a work project. So before I left, I thought I'd kind of give you a little introduction to, I guess, my camera gear as a travel photographer. So I won't go too in depth. We'll make it a super quick video. So here's my travel backpack. So I do a lot of landscape and outdoorsy style photography. So I actually have the Shimoda V2. A lot of YouTubers rave about it. I really like it, especially since it's fairly good with the waist straps. It's got a lot of pockets everywhere. Honestly, this bag deserves its own review at some point. So for now, I'll just kind of show you my main gear that I travel with. So, of course, we got to talk about my main camera body. So this is my Nikon Z6. It's not the Z6 II, it's the original Z6. So I used to have a D850, but after a while I realized that video is kind of the future for a lot of the content creation, and I thought having a hybrid camera versus more of a dedicated DSLR camera really pans out. I've had this for about 3 years, and it has my favorite lens on it. So it's the Sigma 24-70 2.8 art lens, and oh man, this is on the camera basically 90% of the time. I really like this lens, and it produces some amazing images. I would recommend anyone get a 24-70 2.8. It's just so versatile as a little field notes. So I actually try to write everything down when I'm traveling to kind of have a really good idea, or even before I start traveling, to have a good idea of what I want to shoot. And I don't like writing it down on my phone because I don't like scrolling through it and forget. And having it on a paper, it's just more satisfying. So these guys come with me on every trip. Of course, extra memory card. I have a, 256 gigabyte CFast Express card on this thing. So most of the time, that's enough for anything. But in case I just run out or forget to transfer some stuff the night before, I'll usually carry a little extra memory card on me. And of course, extra batteries. So with the Z6, most batteries will last you about a day, depending on how much you're shooting. So I usually just carry 2 spares. It's enough for me. Well, that covers at least the pockets up front. And my tripod. So this is the Benro Slim Carbon Fiber, this thing for, I don't know, probably 3-4 years, probably just as much as I've had my Nikon, honestly. And it's a good tripod. I dropped this thing down a hill or two a couple of times, so it's pretty banged up, but it's still doing really well. It holds all my heavy lenses, no problem. And because I dropped it so many times, I actually replaced the ball head with this Oben style ball head Arcus Swiss plate, which is really nice because every camera plate I've ever used is always Arcus Swiss based. So it's really nice, and also works with the Peak Design clip that I have here. So really nice tripod. Highly recommend just having a light carbon fiber tripod for anything. What else do I got here? Oh, one thing I recommend every person who does landscapes or is getting into like night photography, or even a person who just wants to shoot things themselves, I highly recommend getting a shutter release, or at least a remote release. This one's the Velo Shutter Boss 2. It's for the Nikon, of course, and I really like it because it's such an easy way to program, let's say, time lapses, multi-shots, even just taking a self-portrait. It lasts a lot longer than the self-timer on most cameras, so really like it. And the other reason I got this one recently is actually because I'll show you a little bit later, I'm actually getting into astrophotography, and it's something really new to me, something I've never done before. And to be quite honest, it's a little intimidating just trying to do it on your own. And when I've done a couple shots, they haven't come out the best. So I've been practicing, and this thing has allowed me to take multiple exposures and just stack them on each other very well. So really like it. And you know, since we're talking about outdoor photography or astrophotography, I also have this light from Black Diamond. I don't know what the light is, but it's one of their newer ones, and it has a black light on it, a red light on it, but it's also rechargeable, which I really like. So it serves multiple purposes because you could change it to be a spot, you know, bright, not so bright, you know, and back to red. But the main reason I have it with the red light on it is because when you're outside, you don't want to necessarily be blinded by something like, you know, this. You want something simple to use that'll allow you to get enough light and enough vision so you don't go blind over time and take care of your eyes. So let's see. Let's kind of go to the main lenses I have. So like I said, I do have a Peak Design clip on here, which is really nice. I don't like carrying a strap or anything, or a neck strap. I just find it easier to clip it on and just always carry my camera. I've never dropped it before, so simple lenses, ND filters, ND polarizers, neutral density filters, you know, you name it. And lenses on here carry a 72, 70, or 82. So I do have lens filters, but and night photography, that sort of thing. Let's get into other sort of things. Since I am traveling, I normally have my my shotgun mic, but when I'm traveling out, this mic is really large. I like to keep things small, so I actually have this Deity, V-Mic D3 Pro. I really like this because this is actually my vlog and kind of B-roll mic, and so it's very light, simple to travel with. And what I like about it is that it's rechargeable. So whenever I need to recharge something, everything I have is USB-C. So it's really nice to just make sure that the night before I go out for the next day, just recharge everything. So this is my newest lens. It's my Sigma 24 1.4. I'm kind of a Sigma fanboy, to be honest, but I really like this lens. So I mainly got it for two reasons. Mostly it is the astrophotographers who are kind of using it, and a little bit of the landscape photographers, but the other main people that use it are actually the portrait photographers, which is something I've been trying to get into lately. My next lens, which is my 85 1.8. I was gonna get the 1.4, but sadly that is a really heavy lens, and with portraits and traveling, you kind of don't want to be carrying a lot of gear because one, you're gonna hurt your back over time, but two, when I'm hiking, I want to carry very light and effective kit. So these two portrait lenses are fairly light compared to other ones, and if you have talked to any portrait photographers, having a 1.2 or 1.4 usually means a very heavy lens. So this is my other favorite lens. This is the 70 to 200 2.8. This is actually one of the only Nikkor SZ lenses I own, and I've had it for a while. I really like it. It's actually used for a lot of different things. It was actually the first second landscaping photography lens I have, but what I like about it is that it's light compared to other, like very zoomed 70 to 200 lenses. This is super light, very sharp edge to edge, and what I like about it is when I'm outside and you want to capture something like nature photography, it works really well with this teleconverter. It's a x2 teleconverter, and what I like about it is it works extremely well with the autofocusing system, and I've gotten a lot of really good shots of animals in a pinch whenever I need it with just capturing those moments. So very sharp, very good range when you combine these two, and you could get really great portraits as well, which is what I've also been using it for. So yeah, I like it. Let's talk about my light. So I have this cheap little RGB light from Newer. It's fairly bright. It does its job. It's not fantastic, But for the price, I think I got it on Amazon for like $30. And what I like about it is it's also USB chargeable and it's a quick charge. So whenever, again, if I need it really quickly, I can just plug this in for 10 minutes and it recharges itself very quickly. And it's got a hot shoe plate on it, which I also like. So if I'm out at night trying to, film or get some extra lighting for, photos or whatnot, I get to use it for a lot of different purposes. So really like this little light. The last bit of my kit, which is the last piece of the resistance, this is my latest astrophotography toy. If you've ever used something, let's say it's called a star tracker, for who's never heard of something like this, and really what a star tracker is it essentially allows you to sync up with the rotation of the Earth and capture stars without having to essentially have to worry about the star trailing, which is a very common problem. And secondly, what I like about it is if you've ever seen any star trackers, they're very heavy and bulky things. And this guy, since I'm mostly going to be doing Milky Way photography, is very light. This whole thing, and you'll see what else is in here, weighs less than a pound, which is really nice. It comes with this, I believe it's called a polar scope. Essentially what it allows you to do is actually align, let's see. So it's a little reticle, and I'll show a little picture here on the screen. It allows you to align with the North Star with Polaris, which most star trackers align with for the purposes of when they're rotating. So each little star tracker has a little motor inside, and it will rotate according to the rotation of that star. And so whenever my camera is taking photos, this will slowly be rotating and allow me to get multiple shots. Usually everyone recommends 10 to 15 if you're going to do a Milky Way shot, all in one go. So combining this with the shutter release, it provides amazing photos. I've only used it a couple times, and I'm very excited to test it out in Washington. And of course it comes with a little laser. I'm not going to shine it on you guys or anything, but this thing is super bright. It allows you to quickly align with wherever Polaris is, and then if you want to use very precise alignment once you're close enough, you use this guy right here. I'm probably going to do a review and show you guys how to use this thing. I'm not a master at it, but eventually once I get really good at it, I'll show you guys how to use it. So it's super light, super portable, and I don't have to carry a big bulky tracker with me. And this thing could just fit in, and when I go to the airport, no one's going to ask me questions. So really like it. But yeah, this is my super light kit. I've weighed this thing all out. I believe the whole thing's about 41 pounds. And all of this together, when I'm out hiking, makes it super light and super portable. So I don't have to worry about, getting too tired, because when you start adding ounces, over time the expression is ounces become pounds. So you don't want to wear yourself out, especially if, let's say I'm out hiking for more than 7 miles. A lot of this gear weighs you down. So again, the point of my kit really is to keep super light, super portable, and just get really quality images and video out of it. And again, since I am kind of trying to learn a little bit of video, I'll show you my last piece of kit that I've actually been using quite a bit with. Oh God, did I drop it? Hold on. I drop this thing all the time. Is my phone to actually capture really nice reels. I actually have the Google Pixel Pro 6, and quite honestly, the reason I got it is because I mostly stick to Android products. I had the Samsung 21, which I also love that phone, but this one, what got me hooked was actually the Google computational photography that it has. So it has a lot of great options. Honestly, this phone deserves its own review for photography reasons, but I'll kind of post some of the photos I've taken here. But what I like is the 4K video. I don't know what Google's doing here, but these videos, when I post them on Reels or anything else, look really good for social media purposes. But that's it really. So this is my whole kit. Almost forgot about the phone. Very important, but yeah. I'm always interested in learning about other people's kits and whatnot. So if you have any comments or, just want to share what you guys are using, yeah, just leave a comment below, and I'd like to learn what you guys are using for when you guys are traveling out. hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. Till then, talk to you guys when I get back. Later.